Hi friends and family, back with another video. I hope you're still good, you're still taking care of yourself, and thank you for the support and the new subscribers as well. Thank you so much, and I appreciate the support and the love. I'm still talking about the book by Beverly Lewis, The Redemption of Sarah Cain. So the thing with this book, it's very interesting because this book is like family dynamics. It's like talking about family things in quarrels and things that are happening like in families. And as people with families, we all know that sometimes you get along with your family, sometimes you don't. So the last video I posted, Sarah was still deciding. Okay, she was on her way to Lancaster, where her sister was living. So she finally gets to Lancaster, and then she meets her nieces and her nephews for the first time. Imagine that. The oldest is like 17, and then the youngest is like uh, eight or nine. So you can imagine that it's been a long time since Sarah has actually seen her sister Ivy. And when she gets there, the children are actually before she gets there, the children are actually wondering and asking themselves what kind of a person she is, because I mean they don't know her. She's like a stranger to them, and it's like they're meeting this human being for the first time, but this human being is also their aunt. So there's no that relation that is happening with them, or that kind of like, oh, we're looking forward to meeting our aunt or seeing our aunt, like, you know, some most of the times with families where you know your aunt, you know your uncle, you know your cousins and stuff like that. But in this case, they have never met Sarah, and Sarah has never met them either. So she goes there, and then in Lancaster, and then she meets the children and everything, and they are formal obviously, and then it's like from the surrounding, or like from how the place is, it shows that it's like a traditional people, or it's like people with the same religion. So it's not like they're trying to actually like there's different kinds of people, modernized people, and then a different other people. No, it's like a different, a same tradition. So the tradition of those people is Amish. So it's like Amish people who believe in Amish tradition and religion, or I don't know if it's just a religion or a tradition, or if there's any difference, but yes, it's in Amish religion. So they are, I think, from when I read, I struggle a bit because there's German words that are written there. So I believe it's German. So I cannot pronounce it because I don't know German. So if maybe it was Afrikaans, I'll be able to actually, say a few words, but I have no idea how it's actually pronounced. But at least they write also in English. So yeah, she gets there, and then she meets those kids. They are wow, they had a rough start. They meeting the stranger for the first time. She's not happy being in that place. The place is not her. And then they're actually worried about their aunt because their aunt looks so modern. So they're actually worried that, is Sarah going to understand their tradition? Is she, like, even more, is she going to respect their tradition? And then the big $1 million question is she going to take them away, or she's going to find another way to actually take care of them, or she's going to remain in Lancaster? Or if she does remain in Lancaster, is she going to convert to Amish religion, or she's just going to remain the Aunt Sarah that she has been when she was in Portland? Or there's going to be a lot of adjustment and everything. So we all know about adjustments. We know about change. Change is not easy, and some changes are good, some changes are bad, especially for these children. I mean, these children, they were raised Amish from birth, and now their mother dies, and then they've been living in this area, and they understand how things are done and everything, and they're having this aunt who actually does not understand how their religion actually works and everything. And then as I read on, Lydia, and she actually took her mother's diaries that were on her closet, and then she's been reading them. And so she's been reading the diaries and the letters that her mother has been sending to her sister Sarah and everything. So she's getting a bit of her mother's, why her mother actually chose Aunt Sarah to be the one to be the guardian of them and everything. But like, I think as I read on to the other pages, it will give more clarity on why exactly. But it seems like there was a page where she read on her mother's diary there was an accident that happened. I don't know if it is a literal accident or it's just a metaphor, but my mother describes it as an accident that made Sarah to be what she is and everything and stuff like that. So we'll actually get to understand what made these sisters to drift apart. Is it just religion? Because I don't know, I feel like it's beyond, it's more than just religion and everything. And then Lydia is dating this guy called Levi. And then when Sarah has been there, because remember she said she's going to stay there for just for a week and then she's going back to Portland and live her life that side. So now what Sarah has actually spoken with the preacher, with Reverend Ash, was that she needs somebody, like with even the, what do you call, the lawyer, she needs somebody that she can transfer the guardianship to, so that she doesn't actually have to come and live in Lancaster, or the children doesn't have to move from Lancaster to Portland and stuff like that. So there's no change in her side or even her nieces and nephews side as well. So she's trying to, I don't know if it's the right thing to do or not, but that's what she's trying to do at the moment, because I think she understands that it's not easy for her to actually live her life that side, her modern life, and come to live in this traditional and Lancaster area where it's just Amish people, and then it won't be easy for them, these children, to move from Lancaster to Portland, and that adjustment is going to be very much huge and big and all that. So I think she's trying to be, meet the situation halfway so that everybody can be happy at the same time. So they are thinking of the preacher's cousin, Miriam Ash. So Miriam Ash has not been approached yet about this deal, so she doesn't know yet. Like, I don't know if she knows or she doesn't know, but like being like reading from the book, she has not been told yet, so they're still going to approach her and ask her. And judging from how Lydia actually called her this other day in the morning, it seems like she's not going to be interested. So if Miriam is not the one who's going to be interested in taking care of the children, actually the question is, who's going to take care of them? Is it still going to be Sarah? And if so, is she going to move from Portland and to Lancaster, or take the kids from Lancaster to Portland? And yeah, that's the thing that is happening in this story and everything. So until then, we also get to understand that Lydia is dating this guy called Levi, and in their Amish tradition or religion, they are supposed to not they're supposed to court secretly. The only time that they can be known that they're courting is when the preacher announces that they're going to be married, which is like 2 weeks before the marriage. So that's the time where it won't be a problem if anybody can know that Levi and Lydia are dating. But before then, they're not actually allowed to be actually, known that they're courting. So, which is very hard for Sarah, because she actually found them at night, like after midnight, and they were talking or in a cozy situation, and she did not approve and everything like that. So, guys, just wait for my last video where I'm actually going to wrap up this book, and then I'm going to tell you what actually happens, whether Sarah moves from Portland or not, and what happens to the children, and how do they actually get along. And obviously we're expecting that there's going to be a lot of quarrels here, there's going to be a lot of conflict, there's going to be a lot of conflict of interest, a lot of fighting and everything. But until then, guys, thank you so much for the support, and the new subscribers, thank you and welcome to the family, and keep on subscribing and watching my videos and liking my videos, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much, love you guys, take care of yourself during this lockdown, and drink responsibly to those people who drink. Adios.